Well, I know it's called Puff. That's the Puff album. The Doobie Brothers. The Doors. The Doors album. The Doors Morrison Hotel. The Doors L.A. Woman album. Then we have Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, A Slow Train Coming. And then we have the Eagles album. And then we're going to move into Elvis Presley. Again, all of these albums are in pretty good condition. I think in my whole collection I had maybe 3 or 4 albums with a single scratch. Elvis in person. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That is in all probability brain salad surgery. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Taurus. No, this is Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I forget. This is the brain salad surgery album. In pretty darn good condition. Fireside Theater. Ice Cream. Fireside Theater. Don't Crush the Dwarf and the Pliers. Flash. Whoever that is. Frampton. Not one of my favorite albums. Probably in pristine condition. Frampton Comes Alive. One big hit. And that was it for Frampton. And this is a Luigi Pavarotti Barelli, whatever that guy's name is. And now we go into the Mothers of Invention with Frank Zappa, who you all know is one of the craziest dudes that ever lived. Mothers of Invention, Freak Out. Mothers of Invention's Weasels Ripped My Flesh. Now this is a classic, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta tell you, that one doesn't have any scratches on it. Mother Mania, the best of the mothers. Free Highway, probably never listened to that. I don't even know where it came from. Free at Last, somebody probably gave that one to me too. Free Fire and Water, nope, don't have any recollection of that. Grand Funk Railroad, Live, do remember that. Grand Funk Railroad, again, just the cover. Grateful Dead, whatever album this is. I never listened to a Dead album. I don't have anything against them. They only just made one song that I liked. I did like the guy's daughter, though. I mean, sister. I mean, the girl that worked for the Grateful Dead at the gate. I mean, I was a deadhead, ladies and gentlemen. Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead. They were a pretty good group, and 2 of them came from Howard Beach, where I grew up. Genesis, Wind and Weathering. Have a Marijuana. Have a Marijuana. Have a Marijuana. Hair, in pretty good condition. Hair, in not so good condition. The cover. The albums themselves probably don't have any scratches. Hawaii 5-0. Of course, there'd be no reason to buy Hawaii 5-0, but maybe somebody wants it. It's all part of the set itself, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you put a bid in on this material, you take the whole set, I ship it to you. Henry David Thoreau, Walden, Humble Pie, Rockin' at the Fillmore. I gotta tell you, I was at that concert. Humble Pie, Lost and Found. Pretty good condition. Rock On, Humble Pie. This is an album called The Illusion. This is Iron Butterfly, Inagata Davida, This is one of two albums by them in relatively good condition considering how many times it was listened to. L.A. Getaway. No idea who that is. Janis Joplin, Pearl. In good condition. I liked Janis Joplin and I took care of that album. She was an amazing artist. Now we have Blows Against the Empire. And then we have Jefferson Airplane. Whoosh. Worsh. The worst of Jefferson Airplane. And we have the Jeff Beck Group, Rough and Ready. And here we go. The first album I ever bought, Jethro Tull, Aqualung. This is the very first album I ever bought in my life. Jethro Tull, this was Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull Benefit. Jethro Tull Stand Up. Jim Croce Live and Times. Never listened to a Jim Croce album, but I did like him. Now, Jesus Christ Superstar album. Everybody knows what that was. Jimi Hendrix, Rainbow Bridge. Probably not in the best of condition. Jimi Hendrix West. John Sebastian. Never listened to that album. Jojo Gunn. Whoever that is. Have no idea. Smash Your Head Against the Wall by John Entwistle. We have listened to that album often. Now, the Kinks. Everybody's in showbiz by the Kinks. Then we're going into Kraftwerk immediately after the Kinks. Kraftwerk, Trans-Europe Express. In mint condition. Kraftwerk, Computer World. In very good condition. Laugh-In, the original album in stereo. Lee Michaels, Space and First Takes. Never listened to it. This is the Moody Blues. Listen to it a lot. The Moody Blues to Our Children's Children. That one might have worn out grooves. Only kidding. Don't know for sure. The Moody Blues. Lost World. Child. Martha Hoople. That was a crazy album. Mountain. High on Mount Rushmore. Or High on Mount Rushmore. Mountain. Neighbor. Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride. Mountain. Sleigh Ride. And we're going on to the Move after that, ladies and gentlemen. On to the Move. Let's make sure that we're still in focus here. And we are still in focus here. Looks like we're going to go for another 11-minute segment. It'll be a 3-segment set. Looking on the Move. Whoever that is, couldn't tell you. Wolfgang Mozart Symphonies. Have no idea how that got in there. Wolfgang Mozart, Felix Mendelssohn. They're in mint condition because I never listened to them. Niels Dworkin, although I like Mozart. But these were something that came in the mail. Grin, Niels Laughlin Grin. Opera Savage. Original music arranged by and produced by Vangelis. Pretty good album. This is Paul Horn, The Great Pyramid. I bought that because of the album cover itself. Poco Harum, Delivering. Didn't like that group. Rod Stewart, the Rod Stewart album. Piss poor condition, but I never listened to it. Small Faces, never listened to that one either. Faces, Long Player, never listened to that one either. Gasoline Alley, never listened to that one either. I have them because someone probably gave them to me. Rod Stewart, A Nod is as Good as a Wink, another one I don't listen to. Planetary Unfoldings by Richard Stearns, just an oddball album that came in the mail. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. And here we go, another Paul Simon album, Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Spandau Ballet, I have no idea who that is. Peter Michael Hamel, Transition. And then we're going into Ramatan. Whoever and whatever Ramatan is, that's where we're going next. Ramatan, the album. Rick Springfield. Chances are I never listened to that. Rory Gallagher,